the See Jane Go TV podcast. It's Jane.
And it's JV.
Welcome back to the podcast. We took a several-year break. And
now it's back.
Yeah. I believe the last one, Cheyenne, wasn't created yet.
Yeah, so it was a long time ago. We're bringing the podcast back. This is either going to go on the main CJ Go TV channel or its own podcast channel. Maybe I'll post it on both.
Yeah.
But if you're watching on the main channel, check out our podcast channel because that's where we're going to be focusing
Got a whole bunch
on
of
our
episodes
podcast.
on there.
Yep, going to go over there. So we're going to kick things off today with some topics, some questions that we have. So, actually, it's not really a question. We're going to talk about sleep stuff. Okay, so what we do when we sleep.
Oh, gosh.
Never
good for me.
Stories we have. Okay, so so let's start it off. So the other night.
Yeah, should we start off with like two mornings ago? What happened?
Yeah, we can start off there.
Okay, so was it? It was like, no, I think it was Thursday. So today's Saturday. So yeah, it was. But it's going to make me laugh. Okay, so it was like 6 exactly in the morning, like 6:00 on the clock, right?
Our alarms are set for like what, 7.
Yeah. So it starts going off. And
at 6?
At 6. And I was like, Alexa, stop. And it kept going. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So then I kind of like woke up a bit more and I'm like, well, I set the alarm really? And then I'm like, it starts again. Justin was having a fart attack. It was so loud that I really, like, it woke me right up and I thought it was the alarm and I almost started getting ready and I was like, what the heck?
I think I kind of woke up for that. I kind of remember it. It was kind of like a trumpet.
It was like, it was like someone warming up the scales on their trumpet. No, it
was like long. It wasn't like.
There was one long one. Yeah. But there was like your other one, like when I was fully awake for it, was like. But the one that woke me up was like.
Yeah, it was long. Yeah, it sounded like a loud trumpet. It woke myself up.
I was so confused. It was like the best part though was trying to turn it off through Alexa.
Yeah, you're trying to turn it off. All right, so that's embarrassing. Okay. So we'll talk about snoring and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I snore.
You do, and
not all the time.
No.
But
sometimes, and then I'm like trying to go to sleep, but it's like your snore yelling in my ear, and I'm like waking up. I'm like, maybe just stop. You're snoring, and you're like, I'm so sorry.
Immediately keeps going.
Sometimes your eyes are still open.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah,
you told me
but
about
you
that.
were like, I don't know, you were stuffed up. You were snoring. Your eyes were open, and I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And you're like, "Oh, don't creep up on me. I was sleeping." I was like, but your eyes were open. You're like, "No, they weren't." Are you asleep again? You're like, "No, they weren't." Just still staring at me, but you're like back asleep. I'm like, okay.
You should have closed my eyes, like they go like this and close your eyes.
Then the best part was when I approached you about it. You're like, no, it wasn't. Then later that night, you're like, oh, my eyes are so dry today. I'm like, yeah, no kidding, man.
My eyes were open. Oh man, that's so like kind of disturbing a bit. Like, I don't like the fact that my eyes are
open. But
yeah, that's normal.
All the way,
but like
open.
All the way open sleeping.
Yeah, like this. Like it was. Strange. You won't be able to see it if you're just listening, but it was like as if he were gazing at something. That's
not that's like unsettling. Yeah, that's very unsettling
for me too. Like I don't know if you're looking at me and you're just quiet.
Snore too.
Just occasionally.
You snore,
and it's such a gentle, like feminine.
No
snore.
way. And sometimes it's so loud and like weird that I'll record it and then I'll send it to her.
It's so funny.
Yeah, and then Jane also gets up during sleep. Like she'll be sleeping, right? And I'll be kind of like watching Star Trek, trying to fall asleep. Yeah. The lights are all off, the TV's on. She'll like sleep and then she'll get up,
like sit up 90 degrees.
Like 90 degrees. and then like start talking, but it's just gibberish. It's like, hey, what is it? But then you go
Like Sims,
fully sitting up like a horror movie, and then go back down slowly and go back to sleep.
I like that it's a slow down, but it's an extremely fast up.
Yeah, and by the time I get my phone out to record it, it's always over. Like
Yeah.
I can never get it. But you talk in your sleep, but it's always just like nothing. Like I can't really piece it together. What you're saying.
Didn't you say one time that you were like, you tried to engage me in conversation? Like you would, like I'd be like if it seemed like a question, you'd be like, yeah.
And
just to
then,
see what I would
see
do.
the answer.
Did I ever like talk back?
Oh, man, I don't remember clearly, but no, I don't. Next time I'll try it out. I'll try to talk to you and see what happens.
So
I don't want to wake you up though.
That's been going on since I was a child, you know?
Yeah.
So like my brother and I, we were in a huge fight once, and you know, obviously it was his fault, just like when we fight and it's your fault. Just kidding. No, but this one really was his fault. So I went to bed, and then I guess he came up to talk to me, and I was talking to him, and he apologized and everything, and then he wanted to be friends again, and I said yes. And then, you know, the next morning I was sitting at breakfast, and he came to breakfast, and he started chatting to me, and I was like, we're not friends. Like, don't talk to me. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, what about last night? And I was like, what about last night? And he told me this whole thing. So he came up. I had the full conversation with him. I agreed that we were friends again, but the whole time I was sleeping. So I didn't know what happened.
Okay. Yeah. So it's gotten better since then, because it's not that much.
I was maybe like, it was before he left for Ireland, and he left at 15. So I was what, 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
so
crazy.
People, common question about sleeping is, what do you sleep in? Like some people sleep completely naked. Some people sleep like fully clothed with socks on. Yeah, sleep with socks is weird. So I sleep in just my boxers. I take my socks off and everything. So just boxers. I think that's the most comfortable. You can regulate the temperature with like the sheet, and then you got the comforter, so you can kind of do it like that. So,
but you like to also wrap your entire body in your sheet.
Yeah, that's involuntary.
And you do it even over your head.
Yeah, so I'll wrap it. You know, I think that's because I get bit by mosquitoes sometimes, and then if there's like, I saw a mosquito in the house during the day, I'll think it's gonna like attack my head, so I'll like just cover up so I don't get attacked.
It's so strange. It looks like you're in, like you have the duvet kind of wrapped around you also, but not as tightly as the non-fitted sheet.
Yeah, it looks like what is that religion? Like
it looks like you're wearing a hijab.
Yeah.
So it's
and you always take pictures of it.
Yeah, I do. It's the best. And then I'm like, this is why I do it. This is what I have to come home to. But yeah, it's just so funny.
So
and
what about you?
I like my little nighties, you know? And then sometimes if I try to wear too much, when I wake up in the morning, I find my pajamas folded at the bottom of the bed, and I'm like, I'll ask you, did you take off my pajamas at night? And you're like, what? No. So I guess I get up and
sometimes you get up a few times during the night. Like you'll get up to pee.
Really?
Yeah, you'll get up to pee a lot. Not a lot, but like at least once a night you'll get up to go pee.
Wow.
Yeah, because you drink so much water before bed.
I do.
You have that whole jug of water.
I drink the whole thing and then I ask for a refill.
Yeah, and then she'll go to bed.
I drink. Yeah, it's just wild. It's like 20 ounces.
Yeah, surprised you don't pee the bed more often.
Why would you say more often?
Well, you know,
I've been doing it since I was pregnant.
Yeah, people have accidents.
You have accidents. It's like the worst is getting waken up in the middle of the night, and Justin's like, "We have to change the sheets." I'm like, "What happened?"
I always try to like hide it
like,
from you though.
It was a dream. It was a mistake. It was a dream. And I'm like, "Did you pee the bed?" And you're like, "Yeah."
That dream always gets, not always, but I don't do it often.
No, and you catch yourself halfway through, which is impressive.
Yeah,
you can stop it.
I can stop it, yeah. So before it happens, but it happens because
Or
I'm like, I have a dream, or I'm like fully
in the washroom
peeing. But I'll kind of check myself in the dream. Like, okay, this is real, right? Like, I'm really here. I'm not dreaming.
Read something. That's the trick.
Yeah. Well,
do you want me to put a book in the bathroom?
I'll be in the bathroom in my dream. I'll be like, this is real. I'm in the bathroom, right? Okay, so I can pee. And I start peeing, and then I start feeling like hot on my leg.
No.
And then I'll be like, no. And then I'll wake up from the dream. And then
you've sprinkled on our
and then
beautiful mattress.
Sprinkled. Sometimes it's like
a full-blown tsunami.
It doesn't happen often. But now when I pee, I'll like check myself in when I'm awake. I'm like, this is real, right?
So I do that in the morning. Like I'm so scared that because of you, I think I'm scared that I'm peeing the bed.
Yeah.
So even when I'm at work, I'm like, is this real? Is this real? I like start to read the toilet paper, like what's on the toilet paper holder.
Oh, just
and I start to read.
see,
and I'm like, you're awake. You're not driving. You're not like this is
because in the morning I'll sit down to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that's so weird to say for like, I don't know how common it is because it's not a conversation you have with a lot of other men. Like, hey, do you sit down and pee?
Hey, my name's Justin.
I think
I sit down to pee in the morning.
Yeah, introduce yourself. I think it's really common because Larry David does it in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Is that because
and then his father was really upset at him. He's like, oh, don't tell me this. That's really upsetting. And he's like, what? I sit down and pee in the morning.
Have you ever had that conversation with any other guys?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want me to ask?
Well, you can ask.
I'm never afraid to ask.
You can ask our audience.
I'll just ask any man.
Any random guy.
Excuse me. What's your first pee like in the morning? Do you sit down for it?
Oh yeah, the morning because it's so long in the morning.
Really?
Because I don't get up to like pee, so it'll be saving up all night. I'll sit down and it'll take like, I don't know, it feels long. I don't know actually how long it is. I should time it. Sometimes it's long, so I just don't want to stand up and do it. And when you stand up, there might be spray or something.
Yikes, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Wow.
So I have a question, but only you can answer it. When you sleep, do your boobs get in the way?
Sometimes. I'll get a pinch sometimes.
Yeah.
But that was like... it was worse. Okay. When I was breastfeeding, that was the worst because if I would turn to my side and kind of like press, like, you know, like I try to put my arm up, I would sometimes
squeeze,
feel it shoot out. Like it would start spraying.
Really?
And it's like, you know, before you have children, you think that the milk just shoots out straight. Yeah. Right? Like you don't.
It goes
all like over the place. Like it's like I don't know how to describe
Sprinkler?
it. Like it's like one of those like I don't know. It comes up, it comes side, like, and it's like I remember getting up like when Charlotte and Shane started sleeping through the night. I remember standing up in the morning and then it would just like
spray everywhere,
and I'm like trying to stop it, and I'm like it was wild. It was way worse with Charlotte. Because she just didn't eat that much. And it was just, oh my God, it was nuts. But now it's like only sometimes.
So like when you sleep on your side or you sleep on your stomach.
Yeah. So what I try to do, I don't know if you do notice this because I put it between us sometimes, is the pillow. Yeah. And then I try to kind of position it so that one leg is under it, one leg is over it. And then I put it between my boobs. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that's weird.
That's a question that I don't know, some guys might have. I'm wondering if you guys.
What about the twig and berries? Do they stick to your legs?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna get to next. Yeah, sometimes they do get in the way, and you have to like shift them up to like get them out of the way because your legs are together, and then they're kind of squishing it.
What about, is it like if it gets hot in there and then you turn, is it like
peel like peeling? That? No. I guess if you like look at it does that, but you can't like feel it do that. No. Well, not me. I guess different like spreading men are different, like right? Different sizes would matter too of like the person.
But it would like
But it does get in the way, and then sometimes you got to put like a pillow. If you're sleeping on your side and your legs are together, you put it in between, so there's space. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what happens. But like in the morning, when
that happens in the morning?
Not every morning, but it happens in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why you sit down to pee?
Yeah, that's another reason why.
Interesting.
Yeah, because you sit down so you can, because if you
shoot it downwards.
Yeah, and then you have to like push it down because like
it's so weird.
Sometimes when if you just sit, I guess again everyone's different. If I sit and I have one and I just pee, so here's the toilet, and then like the first bowl thing.
Yeah.
That and then you sit down on it. It'll shoot and it'll go in between that and then get on the ground.
Okay, so you have to push down.
Push down. Yeah.
Okay, and then do you pick up the seat after and wipe it underneath in case there's spray on it?
No.
No, that's why it's always dirty.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that.
I'm always
at the bottom. You gotta but you gotta push it down so it hits the bowl and down. But you try not to get spray.
It shoots up and gets to the bottom of the seat.
Bottom spray at the bottom.
I was like, how is this happening all the time?
Well, maybe even when you stand up and pee, it'll shoot up and spray everywhere.
Splash back.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So that's something you didn't know. It's annoying sometimes, but
I'm learning all the new things over here.
Yeah. Okay. So what about when you sleep? Have you ever pooped?
In the bed? Like, no.
Yeah, okay.
Have you pooed in the bed?
No, I haven't pooed in the
okay.
bed, no. But I know some people do. Like, I've heard stories of people
I was like,
pooping
it's
in the
time
bed.
for separate mattresses.
I've heard some people poop in the bed. Like, our daughter pooped in the bed the other day. But it wasn't poop. It was just like, you tell me you saw it.
Yeah, she had a shart.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it wasn't full, like...
No, but she's so funny. She tried to hide it. So she sleeps... We put her in a sleep diaper, and then she tried to hide it behind her bookcase. I'm like, where's the diaper? Like, looking.
She tried to hide it.
Yeah, but she just, it was, I just...
No poops in the bed.
No.
Thank God, no poops in the bed.
Yeah.
That'd be disgusting.
That'd be so crazy.
Yeah, but
I
it
remember
happens.
one of my friends telling me once that I won't say names or anything because I just think that's fair because I don't have her permission. But I remember she telling me that one time she woke up because her husband like never gets out of bed, right? But then he got up, he stood up, and then he pulled his pants down and he sat down onto the bed, and she's like he dreamed he was
my God.
And he was like, she could tell he was, that was his thing. And she was like, hey, like trying to wake him up. Then she sent him to the washroom, and he was like, what happened? Like, he didn't know he was going to take a dump on the bed.
It's true.
Yeah. But she said he stood up, took down his pants, he sat down, and he got comfortable, and it was like his poop position.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so she's like, hey.
I think I know who it is. You can tell me after. Yeah. But
so funny.
Man, that's a fear of mine. So sometimes, like, if I stay up,
I just unlocked a brand new fear inside of Justin, like even worse than
hundreds of other people probably.
Yeah.
So sometimes if it's late at night, like 12 or 1 o'clock, and I have to poop, I won't because, I'll try not to because then. The next day I go to sleep at 11 and then my brain will be like, hey, you got to poop at 1.
What?
Yeah. So you notice.
If it's in you, just get it out.
Well, if you notice with pee, if you pee at a certain, say you get up to pee at 5 a.m. and then you go back to sleep till 7 a.m. You'll keep getting up at 5 a.m. to pee.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, I do for me.
Oh.
Like my body will have like a timer. And then if I get up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., I'll have to get up the next day, and then it'll become a routine.
Wow.
So sometimes in the morning, if it's 4 or 5 and you're getting up for a workout, and I'll have to pee real bad, I'll like force myself to not.
Oh my gosh, your kidneys and stuff.
Well, then I don't want to get up every day at 5 to pee.
Insane.
But then it'll go back to normal after.
But then when I get up, whatever time I get up, I just go pee. So it's like when I get up at 5 something to go work out, I go pee then. But if I'm getting up at 7. That's when I go pee.
Yeah, but my body goes into a
fart attack. That's what we've coined it. The fart attack alarm. I really thought it, like, I so heartily believed it was the alarm that I started to get up.
You get up, yeah.
And I went pee and
Yeah, no, my body will go into a routine, so I have to kind of break that.
That's terrible.
So yeah. All right. So next subject. Okay. What would you do for me? Okay. The first question
Anything.
is, would you fight someone for me?
Okay. I think it sounds good to say you would, but there's so much to lose in fighting someone. You're talking about a physical fight, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta okay. So we're old enough now, so we know the consequences for fighting.
If I was,
and I think if this was 15 years ago or something,
yeah.
we'd be like, yeah, I'd fight for you and kick their butts. And
Yeah.
but the aftermath of that is someone gets sued,
You get charged,
assault charges,
lose my job,
jail time, lose your
yeah,
job, lose
yeah.
time together.
Probably, there'll be a problem with the kids.
So,
I might not be around for them.
Exactly.
It's just,
So all
in
of
the grand
this,
scheme of things, it's not worth it.
yeah, all of this has to be prefaced with there won't be any of that. Okay,
No.
someone is trying to harm me. What would you do?
Okay. Do you mean emotionally or physically?
Physically, someone is we're out, it's just me, you, and then some other guy, and then they're fighting me and I'm kind of losing and you're standing there. What would you do?
I'd get involved.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I'd see if I could get a weapon.
Yeah, that's good, but I would say try to kick him in the nuts or something.
Yeah,
or if you can grab him.
It's two places, right? It's the groin or the groin of the face, which are the eyes.
The eyes. Yeah, that's the eyes in a fight. It's too specific. So I would say.
You remember yesterday when we were watching Creed and I was doing the bird?
Yeah.
That's preparation for someone's
Someone's
eyeballs.
eye. It's not.
Oh.
There's so much movement. Okay, so this is what I recommend. Either go for the midsection. Okay.
Yeah.
The dingleberries.
the
If I'm on him and his back is
berries.
turned to you, twig and berries. Go for that.
Okay.
Or you go for the choke. You get around them and then you grab their neck
Yeah.
and choke. Okay. That
And then
would
I
be
use my foot to hook under their groin and lift. Right?
while you're choking them.
Yeah. So I just get my knee in there or my foot.
No, just focus. Just
No,
hold it.
double.
Just hold
I
it,
can
and
do
then I'll
both.
just
You don't
wail
know.
on their stomach. Okay, that's what we do in a fight. So we got a plan. That's our plan. Okay,
Okay.
I'll get him, and then his back is turned. You jump on kick him in the nuts, and then jump on his back, and then choke him out.
Okay, what if a woman was trying to come after me?
Oh man, that's the hard part because it's a woman. So
That feels
the only thing.
a little sexist.
No, what? I'm gonna
You're saying
punch
you
her in the
wouldn't
face.
fight a woman for me?
No, okay.
Justin,
This is what I. This is
Equal rights.
what, okay, yeah, equal rights.
She's
I'll just
entitled.
smash her in the face.
Come on.
So these are the things I would probably do. I would probably just grab her hold her arms from behind, just
Yeah.
squeeze her so she couldn't do anything. That's
Just grab the hair and bring her to the ground, and then put your knee on her. That's
her
it.
hands are free. They're scratch, punch. So
Yeah,
I would
guess
just
so.
restrain. That's how I would just restrain them. Just hold because I can't punch. I can't kick.
You could.
I could.
You could. I mean, if you loved me, you would.
If it's just us three and no consequences and she was trying to kill you, then game on. Whatever. But
if she's coming after me with a weapon,
oh yeah, no,
then
for sure.
go to town.
Weapon, no, yeah. But
yeah.
if we're at a mall and we're in line and you get into an altercation with a woman and you guys start fighting, I would just hold her. I wouldn't. In that case, I'm not gonna because there's people. That's
True.
crazy.
Everyone's gonna bust out their phone.
Yeah,
Look
so-
at this guy beating this innocent woman.
Yeah, it'll be all over the news. It'll be crazy.
Yeah.
But if it's just us three and someone is trying to kill you, woman or man, doesn't matter. Yeah,
Going in.
it's done. That would be it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first question. The next
That's a good
question,
question.
they get kind of more severe.
Did I pass?
You passed, yeah.
Oh,
They get a little
excellent.
more severe as we go on. So, would you kill for me? Do it. Again, it's
this is no, because then I
Well,
would never see the girls
no,
again.
so that's the thing. It's not. It doesn't include that stuff.
Okay. I still
Yeah, I have to depend on the situation.
yeah. What, someone steals your YouTube channel and I'm gonna go
No,
take care of business?
No, that's
Like,
too minor.
yeah.
Someone is
And
trying to kill me.
so there's a home invasion and someone's trying to come after you.
Yeah.
I could I could pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I think it would be pretty easy if they're trying to invade my home.
Yeah, that's an easy one. If someone's trying to kill you, I would kill them. For sure.
Especially if they've invaded your territory, right? Like, sorry, buddy. Like, property taxes are like $10,000 a year here. I'm gonna defend it.
Yeah.
It's wild. I don't know. Would you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd kill them.
Yeah. It's easy. It's like, you know what? And then, they're obviously all their loved ones would be devastated and stuff, but it's like they made the decision.
Yeah.
I could justify it. It's so awful. This sounds terrible.
I know. This is just like hypothetical situations. None of this is real.
I mean, I'm sure you could, like, anyone would feel the same way.
Yeah. Now that I'm going through these, okay, so these, they get worse, but this is a comedy podcast. We're just joking around, okay? So nothing is real.
You should have said that before we started.
Yeah.
Taking everything exceptionally seriously.
So seriously. This is a comedy podcast. We're just joking around. We're just trying to make people laugh, okay? This is kind of dark. Would you sacrifice your life for me? This can go in a lot of different ways.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to, like, I want to live. It's like, I don't know. We had talks of
this, like, can incorporate like the real world.
Yeah.
I think that the choice for that would be I would go and you would stay. If one of us had to go.
In like the
die
in our lives.
Yeah, like there's a demon that came and said, one of you may live, one must die. You have 5 minutes to choose. We would go with me.
Like to die.
Yeah.
It sounds sad, but
I know.
Yeah, I think so.
Just because, the kids.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's all I'm thinking.
I can't even go to the bathroom without them. You know what I mean? Like
the girls would be too devastated. If
I don't know how they would go on.
Yeah,
yeah.
So that's in kind of an easy way. It sucks for me. But
sorry about that. But it's like, even when you're trying to get Charlotte up for school in the morning, you're like, Charlotte, time to get up. She's like, no. And she's like laying there. And then you're like, Charlotte, come on. You open the blinds. You're like, come on, let's go. And she like stops responding to you and she's laying there. And then I walk in and I'm like, hi, baby. She's like, mommy. And she stands up and like, she's like, cuddle. And like, we go pee.
So annoying. It's true. Oh my God. You know how many mornings I should spend with her getting her up, and then you come in and
like,
just like,
come on, baby.
Get up. And
she's
she
like,
gets up immediately.
Instantly up. Yeah. And then even Shy, I opened her door this morning to check on her and she's like, hi, mommy. I'm like, hi, baby. And she's like, up. I'm like, she's ready for me, It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I get it.
I would take really good care of them if that eases your transition.
No,
into
it's
the
okay.
next
And
life.
you could you're self-sufficient. Like you can take care of them. You could like pay for stuff, like sometimes in a relationship, one person is the breadwinner. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. We're both good. So but I could see in some situations where
so if the kids were as addicted to me,
but
I couldn't make money.
Yeah, you stayed home. I made all the money.
Then it would have to be you, because money makes the world go around, right?
Me live, you die.
Yeah. Because if the alternative is we'd have nothing, like what? We just have love.
Yeah, we just have one person with but then it's like you can make it work.
We're gonna miss
But you're
you.
different.
We're really gonna miss you.
Damn it, no. Okay, so
that was insurance money. Holy. No, I'm just kidding. Life insurance, no joke. Guys,
okay,
make sure you have it.
So here's another one. These are easy now that I think about it. So I put break up to live. So we have to break up in order to live, or we be together and we die. That's
break up.
But yeah, we break up. So, but then I added Hancock situation. So we're immortal.
We're addicted to each other?
No, we're immortal beings. But when we're together, we become mortal, and then we could die. So
we stay separate for as long as we feel like living, and then we're like, yeah, man, I'm over this. You good?
And hang out together.
And then we just stay together and die.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, what are you going to do after, like, you've seen everything you want to see? They've colonized Mars. You got to go to space. You go to the moon all the time. You're kind of over it. It's like,
how do you know all my things? Okay? You know all my things I want.
Yeah. Then it's like, you get that thing where you're like, Neuralink or whatever. You've seen it all.
Yeah.
You've hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. You're just like, it's done. You've seen every Star Wars. Dave Filoni's dead. Like, there's just nothing left. Okay? Then you're like, yeah, let's do this thing. Like, I'm ready to be mortal. There's nothing left. That would be the end.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, I guess. If you put it like that, gosh, that's like so...
You built your dream home. It has 20-foot ceilings on each floor.
Yep.
It's glass, but somehow cool. And no one can see in, but you can see out.
It's all like solar and powered and whatever.
You're off the grid. No one can track you. You have friends, but you never have to see or hang out with them, and you feel fulfilled. It would be, yeah.
Just stop tearing me down. You have every Lego set and every Nerf gun.
You have an entire, like, coach house, the house in the back.
Yeah.
That's just for Lego building and displaying Lego.
Mm-hmm. I have
and
like a
me and
separate.
The kids are not allowed to go in there.
I have a whole other place that's dedicated to gaming.
Yeah, and you don't have to go outside. We build you tunnels.
Yeah,
that would be your dream.
But like, they don't have to be underground. But anyway,
but they can be outside, so you can get some light.
There's also a giant gym with like a basketball net, a weight room, sauna, hot tub,
and
Cybertruck. I have my Cybertruck.
You'd have your Cybertruck, and you
and my jetpack.
Yeah, and like like the Mandalorians. So you'd just be
good.
You'd be ready to go.
Yeah, then I'd be bored of everything. I did everything. The kids are growing up, and then we just be together and then die.
Yeah, and I would watch what.
Gilmore Girls for the
I'd watch Gilmore Girls.
time.
Yeah,
and you'd watch The Office. You'd watch Gossip Girls over and over again. Yeah. What else?
I do take 2-year breaks between each round of Gossip Girl.
Right. You watch The Office again.
Yeah, I started watching that again.
What else? Your stuff. You have your dream home.
Come on. There's a big one.
Come on, I don't know.
Do you know me?
This is the thing. This is hard because sometimes we'll have like birthdays or there's like every 2 months there's something like a thing.
It's a special holiday that Justin does not remember.
For
our dating
me,
anniversary, our engagement anniversary, our actual anniversary, like Valentine's Day, Christmas,
birthday, Christmas.
It's like it's not that much.
That's like 6.
The day we announced our pregnancy to our friends and family for Charlotte.
Leslie Nope over here. So every time there's a special thing, for me it's just she just buys me a Lego set or like
the day we met, September 2nd, 1989.
She just buys me a Lego set. But for her, I don't know what to get her.
At the cafeteria.
Because there's no thing. There's no like specific thing to get. Okay. So we're way off topic. But we're halfway through the episode. We just want to let you know.
He's changing the topic because he doesn't know. I would want like a separate room for each of my crafts. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I like to cricket. Sometimes I like to make special things. Like my love language is creation. So I like make things and then I give them to the person and I wait for their reaction because I want to see it because it's that's how I express my love. I express my love with like gifts and creation. And for me, I like sometimes I want my return love language would be like back tickles and serve me food and snuggle me and that's it, and
serving you food. Yeah, you really get
I love that.
Like bringing you, even if I like bring her water cup is empty and I'll go downstairs, put ice and water in it, she'll be so appreciative.
I'm like tearing up because it's so nice.
Yeah. So I got to do more stuff.
Do that for me.
If I do it too often, then you're just gonna be more
I won't.
used
I'll
to
never
it.
like.
Really?
I'll never get over it. It's like when yesterday, like I'm like tearing up about it. Yesterday, Charlotte went to the fridge and she brought us both a bubbly.
Yeah.
And she's like, drink it. Like, she was so excited.
That's
She's
the
like,
first time
Daddy,
she
drink
ever
it.
did that.
Mommy, drink
She
it.
was watching us
Yeah,
make sure we
she-
drank it. It's like, all right, drink.
Yeah,
Like,
she
okay,
kept
you
saying that.
drink. Go ahead. We're like, I can't keep drinking
and
this.
it was,
It's too fizzy.
It was warm and
Yeah.
fizzy, and it was awful, but it was so sweet.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was just like, you know, that's the love language I speak. So for Charlotte to
I didn't know
provide
that.
for
Damn
me,
it. 10 years. Okay. I
Yeah.
got to write that down.
No, you're gonna forget anyway. And
No, I
next
won't.
time I mention it on the podcast, you're gonna be like, oh, right. I think you told me about that once.
No, I'm going to remember it.
But
Bringing,
it's like those are the special things to me, or like surprising me. So, what's something that I love that you kind of do occasionally, but you're like only if I organize it, and you're like you could take it or leave it.
go to dinner?
Not dinner, theater.
Theater. Oh,
Yeah.
like Hamilton and
Hamilton,
stuff.
Les Miserables, like
Oh,
that
okay.
Harry Potter thing,
I gotta
like
write that down, too.
plays and stuff. Like that's a huge thing for me. If we can get dressed up and we can go to dinner and we can go to a show, or if we go to the show and then we go out after and have like apps, that's amazing. You know, that's
Yeah, like the
so
one time
special.
the one time we went to Hamilton and we got Popeye's chicken and we had to finish it in 5 minutes and run to the theater.
that was
That was
not
terrible.
my love language.
I know. We're like so hungry. The show was gonna
Yeah.
start. We're like, we gotta eat something. It's 3 hours. There's some Popeye's chicken there.
Yeah.
And we like scarfed it down.
The
and
second
ran
time
to
we
the
went, it was Wendy's that we
scarfed
scarfed
down.
down and ran.
Because we have kids, it's hard to get that block of time and to someone to watch the kids.
Why don't
We-
you
we need,
send
like-
me on a date with someone or find a babysitter?
Yeah,
Either
I
way.
did. I sent you with your friend to go see
Yeah,
Hamilton.
Laura.
Okay, we're halfway
Oh,
through.
well, I went. Oh my gosh.
We're halfway through. Okay, so we're halfway through. Don't worry, there's another half an hour coming. But we just want to let you know this episode is sponsored by our new Patreon.
Wow.
We have a Patreon focused to the podcast, okay? And here's how it's going to go. YouTube will get one episode of the podcast a week. Patreon will get an extra episode per week over there. So there'll be a full episode. There's one there right now.
So if you like us, you can go listen to more.
Yeah, so there's one right now over there, Patreon only episode. So that's how it's going to go from now on. 1 week YouTube, 1 week Patreon. So head on over there.
Whoa.
Sign up. Let's get to 10 at least. Let's get to the
I
first
like
10.
that the expectations
Yeah.
over the years have slowly
No, well,
gone
you have
down.
to hit 10, then you hit 20, and then 30, and then 40, and 50.
And then 100.
Yeah, then 100. That'd be amazing. So
Start at 10.
head on over there, sign up to our Patreon, and listen to the Patreon only episode. Oh, here's some of the topics, preview of the topics over there. There we
Preview
can
for
be,
me too.
yeah, there we can swear.
Salacious.
We can be more
Salacious.
We can swear if we want. We don't have to censor
don't want
anything.
to.
I
I
know
never
Jane's
swear.
not gonna swear, but I might swear a little bit.
Wanna
But
sample it? Just kidding. Don't do it.
not here. This
Just
is YouTube.
kidding.
So there we can get more scandalous and stuff. So the topics are, what is it called? Celebrity hall pass.
Oh,
So 3 celebrity hall passes we're gonna talk about. So is it hall pass?
3? Yeah.
So what that is we can, if a celebrity ever wants to sleep with the person.
Just say hook up. Don't
Okay,
say, yeah. Just say hook
okay,
up.
sorry, okay. Hook up with the person, we let it pass. So we each have 3. Yeah, what are you thinking about? So we're gonna talk about that there.
3, eh?
There's also, if we want, there's celebrities, there's social media stars like Instagram, like the challenge people and stuff.
To hook up with?
Well, like there's categories, and then there's like cartoons, like animated people, like Prince
Like
Eric
Peter Griffin
from
or
yeah.
something.
Why
Got
would
the
Peter
Rick
Griffin
Ross
be your
syndrome.
first
Yeah,
thing?
I don't know.
And then okay, so there's 3
Ross.
categories. We can go into those if we want. Yeah, we can think of other stuff,
Okay,
but that's a
so
preview for Patreon.
Reality TV.
Social media
Yeah.
stars, and then there's like celebrities, like
So,
movie
so for
stars.
you would be like social media, and for me, it would be reality TV because that's our like way. That's the way that we connect through that, right? Like
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's so they're not really celebrities.
no,
but
they're like X list, Z list.
yeah, there's different tiers. Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just the preview for Patreon. We're gonna talk about that over there. We're gonna
Man, I wanna get into that right
We're
now.
gonna get into more spicy content. So sign up to the Patreon. It's only $5, so check it out. All right.
Spicy.
So, what were we talking about again?
Our love language, and then we were talking about murder.
Yes.
And
then we're talking about the theater.
yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Okay. So, let's go to the next thing now. What was it? Oh, it was on my phone. Okay, we're ready to talk
something
about that.
exciting.
So, I think I can remember it. Okay, so if you had to sleep in, so say there's a house here that the movie was filmed in.
Yes, in Oshawa.
Yeah, in Oshawa. So it's supposedly like a haunted house. Okay, would you spend the night? Hold on, let me finish.
No, I don't even. I'm supposed to drive past it on my way to work.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, would you spend one night in there for $1,000?
No.
Would you spend a night in there for $10,000?
No.
There's a bed you sleep in. Just think, you think ghosts are gonna attack you? Okay, $10,000. Okay.
Okay.
How about I sweeten the deal? $50,000.
Like I have to stay there alone.
One night alone.
Have you seen the windows and stuff? Like and there's rodents, and I don't know if I could. I'm basically a princess. Like
Yeah, you don't like
there'd
mice
be
and
bed
stuff.
bugs, and there'd
No.
be
Okay, so the bed is clean. There's like water.
Is there a heavy blanket that I could hide under for murderers?
Yeah, the murderers come in. Oh, she's got a heavy blanket. Oh, we can't get to her.
Get me.
We gotta get out of here.
That was my safety when I was a kid.
People do that. They cover themselves, thinking it's gonna be safe. They stab right through.
Yeah, just let me have my blanket, okay?
So $50,000 to sleep in that haunted house. That quote haunted house.
50.
And that's the top. I can't. If I keep going, then it doesn't make any sense.
50. Yeah. Okay.
$50,000 to spend the night.
Am I safe though? I'm not no.
There's no there's a bed, a new bed, a single bed with blankets, and you have you have water, and that's it.
The area that it's in, it's so it's scary. Like there's a lot of drugs and stuff around there. It's like I'd be afraid that they are gonna murder me and
real brains, logic brains. Okay, all that aside, it's just the haunted house. Okay, that's it. There's no bums coming in.
I'm not scared of the haunted house. You called the homeless people bums. You're a terrible person.
You got any change?
No, this is because around there's there's drug users and it's scary and mentally unwell people on the streets. And
I'm just talking about so in general, not that specific house, a haunted house on a abandoned property, and there's a farmland.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just, but it's known as the haunted house. Like in the area, everyone's like, "Oh, that's the haunted house." I'm not
scared of ghosts or whatever. I'm scared of actual real people.
Okay, now we're getting down to it. Yeah. So it's just known to being like, no, don't go in there. It's the haunted house.
Ghost? No, I'm fine.
You're
I'm
good.
Not scared. Yeah, I'm.
How much would you stay? 1,000?
I don't. If it's just ghosts and there's no chance that someone human can come in and harm me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, sure. I'll do it for 100.
Holy!
Yeah. I'm not
wow.
scared. Yeah. I am scared of real people. I'm terrified.
Okay, so the next thing I think I was gonna ask is do you?
What about you? You didn't answer.
Yeah, I don't care about that stuff.
Yeah.
On our Conjuring reaction, okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about the questions. I was talking about I was like, I don't believe in ghosts or whatever. And there's so many people, majority of
really
content.
Yeah,
not upset, but just they really believe that there's ghosts. And they're like, no, this is a true story. There's real ghosts.
Yeah.
You guys should look it up. And
I don't believe.
I don't believe in ghosts either.
And I don't know if that's my own coping mechanism or whatever, just in case. But yeah, I don't believe because I just think that there's so many people that I loved so much that are gone that I feel like if there were ghosts, they would come back to me, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I don't believe in it because I don't believe that if it were possible, they wouldn't come back to me.
Yeah, and say what's up.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like knowing how much I miss them and stuff. Like, you know, like even Charlie. Like Charlie died in 2010. It's 13 years. If there were ghosts and he didn't come back, I would be furious with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
Yeah.
it's just like, no, I don't believe it. 'Cause
Yeah, so
they would be back.
yeah,
You know, he would come back and tell me he forgives me for not visiting him before he died. Like, that's it. So no, I don't believe in it.
And I noticed ghost stories happen to people when they're young, when they're kids usually, and they'll be like, "Oh, this happened to me when I was a kid," but it's never like it's happened yesterday or it happened last week. Like a ghost came. It's always this distant memory of like something happened. Like when I was a kid, I thought this was something too. So I was in my room, and I was standing by the window, and then my back, it was like curtains, you know, like the wavy like curtains was on the window. The window was open. I turned my back, and then I felt like, I don't know, like hands or something hitting my back.
The curtain.
And then I thought it was ghosts for the longest time. But like, you think about it, your memory gets distorted, you know, like you add things that weren't there. It was nothing. It was just probably the wind or you know, something hitting my back. And I just, you know, you think it's a ghost. But a lot of people don't have that analytical side, and they can't like break it down. They'll just be like, nope, ghost. Like, yeah, that's it, ghost.
Yeah.
But I want to hear anyone have any like modern, like not modern, but recent ghost stories. If anything,
ghost
recent,
experiences,
you saw
whatever,
something, it wasn't like just a reflection or something. You know, in the night, this happened last night. You get sleep paralysis. So
you still get that?
Yeah, I got it last night. So it was like our room was pitch black. There's a closet there, and there's like Jane's clothes are in the closet.
Yes,
so I'm like, I'm having sleep paralysis, but I'm feeling like it's a nightmare or something. But I could see my eyes are open. I can't move, and there's like a figure in the closet. But I know,
can't close the door because I took the door off.
Yeah, the door's off, and then so I'm like, I can't move. I could see this figure in the closet, and then I'm like, oh wait, this is sleep paralysis, and I kind of like wait it out, and then I wake up, and then I see that it's just like one of her shirts.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, okay, like that was it.
Sleep paralysis is so jacked up.
But you could see how someone would be like, that was a ghost. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I hear you.
But what about The Conjuring? Like, how could that?
Like that movie just scares me.
No, but like that's based on a true story. So I want to know how the heck that happened. You know, when like the dresser moves, like if I saw something like telekinesis like that, then I'll be like, okay, I believe in it now.
Yes.
If something telekinesis happened, then
yeah, but like you said, memory gets distorted, and based on a true story could just be based on like your life. So I'm gonna do a movie on Justin's life. Okay, you're an NFL player. And you know, because all I did is the true story part is your name.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Oh, so it's,
so all you need to say it's based on a true story.
It's one thing that's
someone's word and their name.
Yeah, and the whole family could have been faking the whole thing. Or
you never know.
Yeah, but for me, I would have to be like recent, and I have to see like something float and like fly across. I
used to be terrified of everything. I think just like as I got older, I don't know. I just kind of like broke it down, and I think it's a convenience thing. Like I choose not to believe that because I believe that if it were true, this would happen. You know? And then that's just how I cope.
Yeah.
And who knows?
Okay. What else? You got any other topics?
No, I think that actually this is a good place to cut it off.
Okay. All right. So we're going to end the first episode here. The first episode of the podcast is back.
Yeah. The first episode of The Return.
The Return.
Because I think we have like 9 or 10 episodes from before. And they're awesome. So you should listen to them.
Yeah. If you want to hear like how we met and all that stuff.
I love
that's
story.
All back there. We'll probably redo that again at some point because people are going to ask. But
maybe our memories are different now because we have 2 children.
Yeah. Leave your funny questions in the comment section. They're more comedy based questions, not like how you met.
Make it
your
more
goals.
fun.
Like make it fun, just like how we kind of did here. in the comment section down below. And we'll come back next week with more. Check out Patreon. That's where you can get
the second episode.
The first Patreon
CJ
only
Go TV.
episode.
Salacious episode.
Salacious? Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scandalous.
It's
Okay.
scandal.
All right.
I love
so
it. All right,
that's
guys.
it.
Yeah, we'll catch you next one.
We're out of here. Peace.
If you like that video and you want to see more, go ahead and click that square button.
And if you want to subscribe, click that circle button.
Thanks for being part of Team Go.